You know, Yamaha likes to take his time with the Tenere 700. First teased as a concept in 2016, it came out in 2019 everywhere but North America where I live. I bought one of the first ones in 2020 when they arrived in Canada but didn't get it until August, and I must say I've been very happy with it. And so has Yamaha apparently, because they've added 4 more models to the lineup, on sale in Europe. On the Canadian website we still only have the standard model, so I thought I'd put out a buyer's guide of all the cool hardware that North Americans are probably never gonna see. I'll give you all the deets soon, and if you're enjoying the content, please consider supporting the channel by subscribing, liking the video, and sharing it with other Tenere 700 enthusiasts. The standard T7 is a well-known quantity by now. Like all the other models, it uses Yamaha's 689cc CP2 parallel twin, which puts out 74 horsepower and 50 pound-feet of torque. The engine sounds like a lumpy V-twin thanks to the 270-degree crankshaft and has amazing low-end torque, making it perfect for lugging around in off-road situations. The bike weighs 452 pounds wet and carries 16 liters of fuel, which may, if you're gentle with the throttle, get you 300 kilometers out of a tank. If you're not gentle or run unaerodynamic aluminum bags like I do, 250 is more realistic. The bike has decent suspension with 8.2 inches of travel in the fork, which has compression and rebound adjustment, and 7.9 inches in the shock, which is fully adjustable with compression, rebound, and spring preload. I'm not jumping my bike or trying to play Paul Torres, so the suspension works well for me. The ground clearance, which is 9.4 inches, is also enough in all but the most extreme situations. Besides the bags, I've added a center stand, chain guide, heated grips, bark busters, a titanium MIV slip-on, and engine rad and chain guards, and I'm pretty happy with my setup. The seat is a plank and this bike feels heavy for more extreme riding, but out of all the bigger ADV bikes I've tried, it's the easiest to ride off-road. Check out my playlist on this motorcycle in the top right corner. For this year's standard model, Yamaha has added a color TFT with phone connectivity, LED blinkers, optional quick shifter, and the ability to turn off ABS on the rear wheel only. Shortly after the original T7 dropped, Yamaha came out with a rally version, which was honestly a bit disappointing. This bike is a bit better armored with a bigger bash plate and rad and chain guards. It also includes off-road grips, a taller and more comfortable rally seat, tank grip pads, and LED blinkers, which were not initially offered on the standard model. Furthermore, it has an Akropovich slip-on. What it doesn't have is better suspension. Personally, I'm fine with the suspension on my T7, but if you're going to put out a rally edition, you're implying better off-road performance, which this bike didn't deliver. So last year, Yamaha released the World Raid edition, which gave us the better KYB suspension. Fully adjustable forks and shock with 9 and 8.7 inches of travel respectively. This version also comes with a bigger 23-liter tank with dual filler caps, bigger bash plate pegs and screen, engine guards, and a steering damper. The World Raid has a color TFT, higher 35-inch seat height compared to the standard model's 34.4 inches, and raises the ground clearance to 10.2 inches. All of these additions do add weight, with the bike weighing 485 pounds, but you must remember that that includes engine guards and extra protection that you should add anyways if you're going off-road. Also, the dual tanks sit lower on the bike, holding fuel down closer to the sides like the KTM 890 Adventure, which makes the motorcycle less top-heavy. This version is the best for those desert rally runs. And now Yamaha has introduced 2 new Tenere 700 models that is going to sell in Germany, France, Italy, and maybe elsewhere. The new Extreme Edition has the smaller tank of the original but the taller suspension of the World Raid. It also adds titanium pegs with 35% more surface area, rad guard, rally seat, and enduro front fender. This model is going to be the most off-road capable but will also have the tallest seat height at 35.8 inches. The final new model is the Explorer Edition, which goes the opposite way from the Extreme. This bike is lowered with less suspension travel, 7.5 inches front and 7 inches rear. It will have a larger windscreen, standard quick shifter, and mounting brackets for bags. The bags, hard or soft, will still cost extra. This is being positioned as the touring bike version, but surprisingly does not come with the 23-liter dual tanks, which would have given it properly long range. Prices? They will vary depending on the country you're in, but I looked them up in Germany where all 5 models will be available. Standard model, €11,374. Explorer, €12,174. Extreme, $12,274. Rally, $12,874. And the World Raid, $13,374. So which is the best for you? The standard model is the least expensive but the most stripped down. Get this if you want to build the bike to your own preferences like I did. If all you're going to do is tour and do some light off-roading, the Explorer Edition is right for you. It's also the second least expensive. For serious off-roading, the Extreme Edition comes with the higher spec suspension, although it may need some engine guards if you're going to throw it around in the dirt. It pretty much makes the Rally Edition redundant. The Rally comes with a bunch of off-road goodies but not the raised suspension, and it's pricier than the Extreme. The Akrapovic exhaust is probably to blame for the price. Finally, the World Raid is the most expensive and best suited for doing the rally thing. The dual tanks are cool but should have also been included on the Explorer Edition. If I was buying my T7 now and all these bikes were actually on sale in Canada, I'd go for the Extreme Edition and dress it up like I did my own bike. The extra suspension would be worth the extra few bucks, although I don't mind what's on the standard model. If you're lucky enough to live somewhere where all 5 models are offered, just know that we North Americans envy you. I'm getting comments on this channel from Americans who still can't find the standard model at their dealer. Yamaha has no trouble selling these beauties and they've raised prices accordingly. And to be sure, they're great bikes. If you haven't ridden one yet, they handle well on pavement and very well off-road. For heavy adventure bikes. Don't expect them to handle like dirt bikes. So which is your favorite version? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Ride safe out there. And if you want to support this small motorcycle channel and you haven't yet, subscribe and drop a like on the vid. Thanks.